going on, y'all? This is my first time going live. First thing I want to say to all the people that subscribe to my page, thank you for helping me get to this point. All the people that watch the real videos and the small clips, thank you guys for doing that. I'm pretty sure y'all understand that I'm not just resharing shit. Excuse me. I'm fighting a cold right now. But I'm not just sharing shit. I'm actually, trying to monetize my page and everything like that or whatever. But my main thing was that I agree with what I'm sharing, or I think that it's worth a conversation. So I share it in hopes that it starts a conversation and not an argument amongst us blacks. I can't speak too much for other races, but I can speak for what I'm trying to do for us with my platform or with the little bit of things that I can do. Um, that's what I'm doing. Charleston White gives up a lot of game, a lot of people in their feelings about him because it's like, oh, well, he says one thing and he does another. And that's not true. Y'all only, if you ever notice anything that he says about his work and the facts that what he do outside of that character, nobody besides the people that are interviewing him really like pay attention to that part. Everybody that's saying that he goes back and forth or he's wrong for doing this, all he's doing is sparking your emotions so that way, he can keep being viral. But at the same time, he's laughing and saying, how funny is it that I don't rap, but I can show you 10 rap songs doing the same thing that I'm doing, and you got no problem playing that around your kids. You got no problem sitting around that artist and doing interviews with them. You say that you're not with the shits and you want to save the youth, but when you get these artists, you don't say, yo, why you make that song? And now that you have enough money and enough recognition, don't you agree that it wasn't right to do it? And won't you use your platform and take that down and say, you know what, we started a new trend, we ain't doing that. So y'all look at more of what he say and do on the internet than what he actually do off the internet. And if you tally up what he actually do off the internet, he's more valuable to us in the black community than Jay-Z, Kanye West, um, and any other celebrity that you can think of. Because yeah, he's turned into a celebrity or famous, but that wasn't his initial goal. And the information that he has, he now knows how to use his celebrity and his fame to still get the work done, whether the people that's on the internet 100% agree with him or not. See, when I put up the clip of him saying, yeah, the kids love me, when I just drove through the hometown and dropped my window and they ran up to the car and they wasn't disrespectful, they wasn't trying to reach into it, they wasn't doing any of that, they love me. It's the adults that don't. And he said, I ain't on here to change no adults idea. I can give a fuck about what these street niggas think. I can give a damn about what these rappers think. I give a damn about what these entertainers think. Only thing that I'm concerned about is what these kids, children, think and what they do. I'm only out here for them. So I'm doing all this to piss y'all off, to get the rewards from it, to take it back to them, and to live my life also. Your politician is doing the same thing, but he ain't telling you all that. You got ministers and pastors doing the same thing, but they're not telling you all that. You got your favorite podcast saying the same thing, but like he said, you see me interview or you see me go on a platform with somebody that is agreeing with today's music and stuff like that. I might have went on there eventually in the first time, but once I realized that they ain't really standing on business, I ain't never went back. And like he said, yeah, I said fuck Nipsey. Now I heard Oskino say, and shout out to Oskino. First of all, rest in peace to his son. Rest in peace, Cheese. All right, because I know y'all gonna connect all this Gilly and all this shit with it, but that ain't even where I'm trying to go with it. Shouting out Oskino Vasquez for his artwork that is really, 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 really fucking amazing. I really wish that he got introduced to us first through his artwork and second through his music. But anyway, I salute to him and I take my hat off to him and I pray for his family and I pray for him and everything. I don't recently agree with everything that he's saying on the Say Cheese interview about Charleston. I understand his point of view, but I don't necessarily agree with certain things. Certain things he does have points on, and certain things I feel like you're connecting that to the character and you're not really connecting it to the person, because the fact that he done changed the law is enough to say that he has more talent than a rapper and anything like that. Remember, the rappers went to the president to go get these people freed, right? So they can only use that. But we don't know as much as information as he knows about the information that we need to know. Like, everybody's caught up on who to vote with, and when they ask him, well, who are you voting for? He says, first of all, as far as the president, we don't need to be even in that concern, because that's not the person that affects us day to day and getting things done that we want. So we don't even need to worry about him. Then he broke it down, but nobody watches that part. Nobody, and I specifically on my clips, if you go through them, I specifically, the ones that I know that is good information, I make clips over and put it out. And I see how if it's some drama or some dumb shit that's involved in it, y'all will comment on that and then skip over the one where it's really information. I can see that you started watching it, but it didn't have what you were looking for as far as proving why you don't like him, so you didn't watch that one and you didn't comment on it. But then you found one where that you was looking for and you commented on it, or people will comment and say, why am I watching a video with you on the bottom of it? Why? I'm asking you that question too. If that bothers you that much, and then you took the time out to comment on it, that only lets me know that you don't understand how the algorithm works and why I'll be doing this or whatever. Because it doesn't go through and say, oh, he had a bad comment. It just tells me how much engagement I have. And the more engagement I have is what puts my videos further. Not whether you type on there and say, I love your content or I hate your content. The fact that you say any goddamn thing is going to help me. He specifically said that. He said, I think that any motherfucker that's on social media, right, that know, not the people that don't know, but that know that you can monetize your shit and do the same exact shit that you're doing and get paid for it if you set your page up, you got to be a dumbass motherfucking person not to even try to do that. But yet comment on my page and help me out, and I appreciate it. But I'm saying, you ain't got enough money that you too good to do this, and you spend hours and hours and days on social media. And you took the time out your life to comment and say something about me being on the bottom of of the video, but that's how you ran across the video. You're not even smart enough to remix the video and do what I did and put it up on yours and have your subscribers start engaging into what you got going on. You comment on me and help me out, so all I can do is say thank you. I'm just letting you know that whether y'all stop commenting or engaging or not, I'm not making my lifestyle off of it. So I just know that if I'm gonna be on social media, why not do it? And all I'm doing is the same thing that I was normally doing before I found out about monetizing my pages and things. You didn't go on social media today and scroll down and scroll up. You didn't go on social media today and like something or place a comment and your thoughts. You didn't share something. Well, if you had your page set up, not saying that you get paid $1 for each individual, saying that there's a process, but you probably already have enough attention on your page that all you had to do was switch it over, and the next 2 months you probably could be really making some good money off of it. Even if you made $200 a month extra just off of doing the regular same shit that you did and you ain't have to quit your job, that's cool. That's passive income. But how many kids and how many teenagers you trying to reach out to and say, when you drive past you drive past your block and you say, man, them young niggas standing on the corner, they dumb as shit. They gonna go to jail, they gonna get shot, they gonna get killed. The next time you drive past them, pull over, and get out there and say, yo, y'all see y'all know about YouTube and all that type of shit. What's up with how you monetize your page? Not asking them, yo, why y'all so dumb y'all don't do it. Put them in position to teach you something, and then when you learn from them and they feel like you're not just judging them, then you can give them information that they can, one, hear, two, willing to accept, and three, digest and figure out that he ain't have to take his time out of his day to tell me that. He didn't benefit from that. He didn't make no money from that. So when somebody give you some real game that don't come attached with them making some money, you got to look at it and say, well, why is he really doing this? He really doing this because he kind of maybe feels like you don't know this part. And there are people out there that's on social media that know of it and don't know how to go about doing it. And it's levels and everything, and I would suggest them YouTube it and Google it and have patience when you go to do it. But when I just put the screenshot up of my uploads and I did that to show my views on there. So the video I just put up 24 hours yesterday, it only got like 24 views. The video under it got 2,000 views. And the same day that I put it up. The video under that got 38 views. The video under that got 11,000 views. And like 16 comments and a few likes and whatever. But when I put up that video of when I made this myself, not made it, but I used the content and put it together myself, so it was an original video, I got like 11,000 views, whatever. It's just started going. That video particularly put me over the top, whereas though I can go live now. So that's the one with Cameron, when Cameron and Mace is talking about they're pretty much buying the rock. So I used Joel Santana's clipping of his song where he says, I salute to Cam or 2 shots to Cam, for taking over the rock. So with the headline, it says Cameron and Mace buy Rockefeller or take over Rockefeller. So 10 years before that happened, Joel Santana had said that salute to Cameron for taking over the rock. And what he meant at that time was when Dame Dash was telling Beanie Siegel, yo, you an you a president and or you executive in Rockefeller, and Cameron is an executive. That's what he meant at that time. But to just connecting things, like he actually went and bought Rockefeller because he got it from Dame Dash. Dame Dash portion of Rockefeller or Rockefeller Films or something Rockefeller, but the main, whatever's attached to Reasonable Doubt, that's the portion that he sold to Cameron and Mace. That particular video at that time when I put it up, that subject was a hot subject, and it only had been going on for like not even 15 hours, so I jumped on it and put that up, and then that's what helped me get to this point. So there are levels. I'm not making money off of my videos yet. There's still something else that I haven't done, and I'm still learning it, but I just showed you how, if you're not having these problems, you're tech savvy and know how to really work this internet and know YouTube and everything, and you're good with video editing. Well, if I got this far from just remixing the videos off of YouTube and uploading them, how much further and faster could you get to doing what you got to do? Also, I put the videos up with Charleston White because a lot of times, and I'll say my generation, because I'm almost 40, 45 or whatever, my generation has a hard time communicating with the newer generation. Just like my generation had a harder time communicating with the generation that came before us. So what he does is actually give us tools and show you how to bridge that gap. Like there's a video clip that I put up when he says, if I see a young boy with a gun, first thing I'm gonna do is walk up on him and say, hey man, let me get $500. I'm gonna give you $500 for that gun. After that, I'm taking the gun from him and giving him cash because he really want more cash than be running around with a killer. So I know that he's probably going to take that money, and if I just walk off and leave it at that, he's going to take that money and go and buy another gun and buy some other shit. So why don't I say, okay, look, I gave you $500. Y'all three could be making some money cutting grass and trimming up bushes and stuff, and not just for housing, but for businesses like Sobrano's Pizza, Original New York Place, White Castle. They got bushes and trees in front of them. 7-Eleven, these areas where all these businesses at. If you look around, they got trees and everything that needs maintaining. So he said I would buy them some what did he say? I'll buy them a lawnmower, buy 2 lawnmowers, buy 2 leaf blowers, buy everything, the basics to get them started with the cash that they got, and then help them get started going up to neighborhoods or people's houses or businesses and saying, hey, they started a new lawn company, care company, and let's get them a shot. You know what I'm saying? So encouraging the community to support them instead of just judging them. So yeah, you can pay this other guy who been cutting your grass and doing it a certain way, or you can invest your money and say, I know that you ain't gonna do it the best like he do it, but I want to encourage you to keep going because you grew up in this neighborhood and he not from this neighborhood, and I want more of y'all in this neighborhood to be doing this and helping out, and some of y'all can get painting jobs. It ain't hard to put white paint on a house. There is a skill that's in it, but it's not too hard of a skill where you can't learn it, just like how you learned how to get that gun. And this comes with money. And then showing them how to make that approach and talk to potential customers, and then go from there. That's giving them tools that they need and taking them somewhat out of danger. Now when they go to do whatever they go to do, if they don't follow what you gave them, then they crash out. That's on you. I mean, that's on them. That's not on you. But it's on you when you keep riding past them saying, somebody need to do something about them standing on that corner. Somebody need to give these kids something to do. It's you. You the person now that need to do that. You didn't break up and see that time? You've been saying it the whole time, living in this neighborhood, going to church and saying, or whatever you're doing. I'm not picking on the church, but I'm just saying, period. You need to realize that now it's your turn to do something. The generation before didn't do nothing. You need to figure out what you can do in your capacity to change this thing. So whether you need to walk up to them and get a relationship with them and talk to them and say, hey guys, I ain't judging y'all. I know y'all, and doing the best that you can or whatever. But I know y'all standing in front of this lease building and they've been saying ready for lease for 2 or 3 years and nobody buying the property. I looked it up already and saying that it's only $1,200 a month. And just between the 4 of y'all, if y'all was there working at a regular McDonald's job just to get it up and going, y'all could afford that. Now y'all hustling and been hustling on this corner selling drugs. If you could take that same that same ambition and what you got, motivation that you got to do that, you mean to tell me that you can't make 100 and my math is not good, so everybody that's good with math, please be the genius and comment and correct me and do all that. Remember I told you that YouTube and Facebook and all these platforms don't really care about too much what you're saying. They're not worried about. They are, because if you bullying or stuff like that, they are. But if you just say, nigga, you can't, I said nigga. Such and such, you can't do math, your math was off, it's still gonna help my page out. So, whatever. But you don't know how to make $145 or $140 for the next 30 days? And they gonna get cocky and be like, what? Bro, I do 200 a day selling just weed. I do 200 a day just selling. I could do what? So let's do the stupid math, the stupid way, but to make it plain and simple. How many 20s does it take to make 100? That's 5. How many 20s do it take to make 40? That's 2. You got to make 7 a day. So you can't sell $10 chicken wing platters and French fries or whatever, and if it's good or whatever, and you ain't just on some nasty shit, the average person, Mel, got a either down, they either dealing with another male or they dealing with a female. So they most likely gonna buy two. So that's $20. Then you get four more people, you already at 100. So y'all have the skills to be legit business runners. Y'all just don't have the direction. That's it. That's the truth. um, I don't know who watching my live. This is my first time going live. If you could just leave a comment on your thoughts or whatever, just so I can see kind of how this thing works and try to engage and respond or whatever, I would appreciate that. If you just want to stay, silent and not say nothing and just watch, I appreciate that too. I appreciate the two people that's sticking around watching this. I salute to y'all. I don't know if I'm giving y'all information or I'm just rambling. I would like for y'all to engage. I don't know if I got like my comments or whatever turned off or anything. Okay, so I just turned on. You can now pin a message to the top of your live chat and your viewers can read it. Okay, so like I said, it's my first time, so maybe that might work. What this one doing? Start a poll. Okay, I'm about to start a poll. I think if I remember what a poll is, I smoke weed and shit like that, so don't judge me. But if you do judge me, I just want to let you know you wasting your time. You worried about if I care or not or my dating stopping. It's definitely not. But I'm gonna start a poll right here while I'm on live, trying to figure it out. Salute to the 5 people that just joined the live. If y'all can leave a comment, a thumbs up, or engage to help me out, I'm trying to figure this out. I appreciate it. Even if you say something mean, I don't really give a shit. Like I said, this is all for me learning and trying to get to where I'm trying to go. And from the understanding of what basically, I think I understand that unless you're saying something really, really racist or harmful or bullying, they're not gonna, flag you or anything like that. I don't have no monitors in this joint. It's just me. Yeah, let's so start this poll. So the poll is gonna be, um, who would be more effective in the black community as far as um, helping these young men, right? Now, I'm gonna start the poll. I don't know if I'm supposed to type it or whatever, but if I messed up and didn't do it right, I'll go back and do it. I'll get it better as I go on. So I'm just trying it out. So the poll is, who out of these people are more needed in the black community, and talking especially for black young men that have kind of lost their way? Is it Gilly the Kid, Jay-Z, or Charleston White? I'm gonna get the names again. Is it Gilly the Kid with $1 million worth of game, or is it Jay-Z? And if you can type it, you can type it. I don't know how the poll works. I'm trying to figure it out now. You can type in the comments and just say the name. I'm picking Jay-Z. I'm picking Gilly. I'm picking Charleston. Right? Um, what I am going to try to do is, if y'all don't mind, because we don't have a lot of people in here and it's not so big, I can interact with people, each of you guys, and try to get, just some dialogue going. And even if you disagree with me, I ain't mad at you, and this is not personal. You know what I'm saying? I don't personally know you. I'm not going to take it personal. That's just coming from that. But I do want to get the conversation going. I personally believe out of all three of them, Charleston White is definitely needed in the black community, and I would say the layers of how it would work. Charleston White and Gilly, the youth respond to Gilly. They like him. So he is definitely needed. Even though he might have did interviews with Little Durk, and Little Durk did talk about smoking on his ops and kind of everything that Charleston White was saying or whatever. But at the same time, let that man grow. You know what I mean? Let that young boy grow. I believe if he does continue to go on the path that he's going, he will stay alive longer. And when he gets up to like Kanye's in an age and Jay-Z in an age, he will be effective in the community if he's doing the right thing. If he's doing the wrong thing, as you can see, he already got influence and he's effective. So I'm saying don't count him out, don't curse him out. Just give him some time to pray for him. Hope that they can make it to the age where you can say, damn man, I remember when he started off, he was talking about smoking on Tuka or smoking on this nigga. And now he actually going back and saying, I'm taking that record down. I'm not making no more money off of that. And I'm calculating all the money that I made off of that record. And I'm gonna send that to that man mama to let y'all know that I no longer agree with this type of shit. Like that's just wrong. His mama ain't do shit to us. And I know the politics of in Chicago or whatever, but I done wised up and I'm trying to help the next generation from making the same mistakes. That's it. So I think now as far as Jay-Z, I'm a Christian. I'm not living the Christian life and walking the Christian walk 100% every day, but there's gonna come a time in this world, and I believe it's gonna be these direct questions. Are you a follower of Jesus Christ? And when that day comes, you're either gonna say no and walk through the world freely and do what you gotta do and get food and everything like that, or are you gonna say yes and your head gonna be cut off, you're gonna go to prison, you're gonna die, you're gonna starve, not be able to get food stamps, your family will not be able to pretty much survive in this world because it's not meant for you to survive in this world because this is the devil's world. But at the end, your soul will be saved, and that's only for ones that believe in souls and the other ones that don't. I'm not trying to argue with you or convince you. I just believe what I believe, and if that offends you, so be it. If you think that I'm foolish, it ain't your soul, it ain't your body, it ain't your mind, and you ain't got no heaven or hell to take me out of or put me into. And this is based off of my shit. So I'm pretty much telling you I don't care. If you stick around long enough, I'm pretty sure, not pretty sure, but facts is that he's definitely going to make all things that you need to be known, that you want to be known, true or false. And he ain't gonna do it in front of me, and if he do, so what? And if he don't, so what? I'm trying to get next to him. Trying to get up there in heaven. So I ain't worried about what y'all don't believe and what you do believe. I'm making sure that I say I believe it and I'm trying to my best ability to be that light and show it. Is it gonna happen in 24 hours? No. But over time I pray that before I go to meet him that I have accomplished that. That's all. But anyway, shout out to the 3 people that's in here now. Nobody has commented. Nobody said nothing about the poll. I've been on for 30 minutes already. Kind of rambling a little bit. I know y'all heard my kids in the background. We just wait right now for my girl to come out. So I decided to go live and tell y'all thank you, because I see a lot of people don't do that. And what they do is when they make it millions, tell you, and that's that slick shit they be saying. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I'm telling you right now, I would be here, like on YouTube or whatever. My page wouldn't be moving. So it's solely about the people that's watching. I don't want to call y'all fans. I don't believe y'all are fans of my page. I believe that you like my page, is somewhat entertaining to you, or some of the stuff I put up, you like it or whatever. Cool. If you stick around and you actually become a fan, that's cool. I ain't really looking for fans, but the way my page is set up, obviously they looking at it like that. So fans and subscribers or whatever. But we all regular people. That's all. That's how I look at it. We all regular people. Oh man, it's cold. It's kicking my ass. Yeah, so that's the poll. I don't know if I did it right or not, but the poll was, do you think that Charleston White, out of these 3, who do you think is more important and will be more effective with the young males in the black community? who you think message is really genuine, or with the information and the laws and everything that they would know, who you think would be better out of Gilly the Kid, Jay-Z, and Charleston White? Like, you might say, no, I think Jay-Z. Somebody might say, no, I think Gilly. Somebody might say, no, I think Charleston. Alright, so it's 30 minutes. I don't really want to be doing this shit for like 2 hours or whatever. And I gotta put my phone on charger. So I'll say once again, thank you guys. Oof, this damn cold. Excuse me. With all the coughing and everything. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for commenting, putting your opinions there, whether you agree with me or not, or you was trying to make fun of me or whatever. I don't know, but I can just say thank you, and that's what I'm saying. So thank you. I appreciate it. Keep it going. You know, that's what I really need you to keep it going. But if you're looking for a way to like talk to your nephew or some young boys on the block, I would say there's a couple. Go through my videos, and there's a couple of videos that you can use. A lot of them are from like Charleston White, that you can use to try to help you, bridge that gap and not come off crazy to them and just talking crazy to them. You know what I mean? And really like saying like, yo, man, I've been seeing y'all standing on this corner. How about y'all turn this shit into a barbershop? Like, don't you cut hair? Okay, so you want to do this, and then the people that's saying that, won't y'all reach out to the young guys and help them? Like, no, I bought this building. Me and the church, we bought this building, and we know that y'all don't go to our church, but we want y'all three to come in here. And what ideas would if you had money to start a business, what business would you start? The legal one. I know that you're doing illegal shit. You gotta do what you gotta do and what you learn, whatever. But if you had that, what business would you think that you would be willing to go into and listen to them? And then when they tell you, look at your purse and your bag, and and figure out if you can make it happen. Because all this is to benefit you, to make sure that your community ain't going haywire. So, holla at your boy, man. Leave a comment. Let me what you think. Make sure y'all definitely subscribe. Keep subscribing. Thank you. Keep leaving comments. Thank you. And I will hit you guys up later. Peace. I'm out.